Chapter 19. So far, so good. Jen appears to be enjoying the service, although the singing is a little reedy and it's definitely outside her comfort zone. Simon the vicar seems friendly and approachable, so I fold the notice sheet with his contact details and tuck it into my pocket. Hopefully I can ask him about the church's availability for weddings and maybe provisionally book a date. It feels like everyone wants to come and talk to us at the end, so we're one of the last to leave. I overhear Mum talking with a friend. "This is Michael's girlfriend. I think she might be the one." Hiding a smile, I turn to Jen and take her hand to lead her back outside. I'm glad that Mum is so enthusiastic. Dad, on the other hand, seems to have a false smile that more resembles a grimace permanently fixed on his face. Back at the house, Mum disappears into the kitchen to prepare a Sunday roast to end all others. Turns out she put a joint in the oven at 5 in the morning, and as soon as she opens the door, clouds of steam billow out and fill the kitchen, setting off the smoke alarm. Jen hurries in to help, and finally Mum can't refuse. That leaves me and Dad alone in the lounge. "Are you and Jen serious?" he asks, in the same tone I'd imagine him using if he was asking if I'd been caught dealing drugs. "I don't see the point in not being serious," I reply. "We're not kids at school. I'm nearly 30. "That's what concerns me," Dad says with a sigh. "You haven't known her for long, and already you seem very attached." "Why is that a bad thing?" Annoyance creeps into my voice. "I just think you shouldn't rush into anything," he says. "It takes time to really know someone." "Dad, I've never met anyone like her before. I've never had a girlfriend before. I wouldn't just choose someone random I barely knew. We've spent a lot of time together through work. After-school theatre trips, five-a-side football where I accidentally injured her. So many good memories." "You've never had a girlfriend before. You don't have much experience with women. The fact is, Michael, you're a catch. You have a nice house and a good job with a steady income." "Dad, I don't think Jen is going out with me because of any of those things. She's obviously not used to our kind of life." I raise my eyebrows. "Dad, you're being a snob." "I'm not holding it against her. I just want to warn you that you may encounter difficulties later on." "Why? Look, as kind and lovely as Mum is, we didn't need a 3-course meal the other night. She doesn't need to impress anyone. That's what I love about Jen's family. You can just be yourself and no one thinks any less of you." "What does her father do?" "He's retired." I've told him this before, I'm sure of it. It's one of the first questions Dad always asks about any of my friends. "Sorry about the delay." Mum appears in the doorway. "Won't be long. I just realised I forgot to get an extra bottle of red. There's only the white." Dad makes a tutting noise. "What's wrong with white wine?" I ask, flaring up again. "You're supposed to have red with beef." "I know, I must have misread the list," Mum says apologetically. "I'll go and get some." I jump up, needing to leave the house before I explode. "I'll be 10 minutes. "You don't have to," Dad says sulkily. I grab my coat and slam the door a little harder than necessary. Every time I come home, I remember all of the frustrations that boiled inside me as a teenager. I was good at hiding my emotions and staying unperturbed on the outside. Dad is just so petty sometimes. I don't understand why Mum just accepts it. And what is he driving at with his words of advice about Jen? Maybe it's the fact that he's a lawyer. He's more suspicious of everyone. The idea that Jen would be with me because of my house just seems a bit laughable to me. We're not living in an Austen novel. My 2-bed semi isn't Pemberley. It just bothers me that he doesn't seem to want me to be serious with Jen. He spent most of my teen years lecturing me on the importance of steering clear of romantic entanglements, telling me I was too young, then telling me I needed to study, or later focus on my career. He was 35 when I was born, so he must have been in his early 30s when he got married. Why can't he be happy that I've met someone, like Mum clearly is? It annoys me the most because what's the alternative to being serious? Sleeping around? Given Dad's church background, surely he doesn't want that. I walk to the corner shop and buy their best bottle of red wine. As I queue up to pay, I noticed that even the corner shops are different in this area, more upmarket. There are packets of mixed nuts and posh crisps around the till, rather than slushy machines and cheap packets of sweets. There's no denying that we're worlds away from Widlock here. I trudge back to the house, seeing the pristine homes and expensive cars in the driveways. No wonder Jen's been feeling uncomfortable. I didn't think we were that different in our backgrounds, but now I'm starting to realise that maybe we are. Does that matter? No, of course not. I can't let Dad's parent paranoia get to me. I love her, and that's all that matters.